The disposable patient circuit, also referred to as the DPC, will be placed. You will notice the heating plate and other optical sensor ports within this docking area. This is where the precision flow unit monitors the patient disposable in regard to the temperature, water level, and water circulation. It is here that the precision flow high VNI also identifies what type of circuit is in the unit. Three components: the disposable water path, which houses a water reservoir, pump, connections for the cartridge and delivery tube, and sensor interfaces to the main unit. The vapor transfer cartridge, also known as the VTC, which creates Vapotherm's medical grade vapor. And finally, the patient delivery tube. Use the following steps to set up the DPC. Remove the vapor transfer cartridge from its individual package and remove the 4 rubber covers from the pegs. While holding the disposable water chamber by the handle, line up the 4 pegs of the vapor transfer cartridge to the 4 holes in the chamber and insert the cartridge by pushing it firmly into place. It does not matter which way the cartridge is oriented. Next, remove the patient delivery tube from the packaging and locate the 3-pronged attachment at one end. Still holding the disposable water path, flip it over and locate the 2 holes and port on the side of the chamber. You will note that similar to a puzzle piece, it will only go in one way. Still holding the disposable chamber by the handle and using your free hand, open the door to the Precision Flow High VNI docking station. Coming down over the top, smoothly and quickly slide the disposable circuit into place, making sure the heater plates are lined up, and push firmly down so the DPC is flush with the bottom. Using aseptic technique, remove the cap from the spike, rub the tip with an alcohol wipe, and then spike your sterile water bag. This is very important. Before we turn on the unit, we want to unclamp the water inlet tube and make sure 200 milliliters of water is flowing into the disposable patient circuit. When we look at the front of the unit, you will notice that there are 3 controls: the Run Standby button, which starts the unit and places it in standby, the Setting Control knob, which allows you to adjust the parameters, and the Alarm Mute button, which allows you to intermittently silence alarms and also dims the display panel. Here you will notice that the screen is blank. That is because there are 3 modes to the unit. Those are Sleep, Standby, and Run. In Sleep mode, the unit will have a blank screen and an amber light showing. The unit cannot be started from Sleep mode. To put the unit in standby, simply rotate the blue control setting knob to illuminate the display. Let's focus on the light indicator above the Run Standby button for a minute. When the light indicator is a constant amber, that means the unit is in standby and there is no flow being delivered. When the light changes to a flashing green, the unit is in run mode and there is flow being delivered, but the unit has not yet reached the set temperature. When the light is a constant green, the unit is in run mode and the flow is being delivered with all parameters met. As we look at the front display, you will see your 3 parameters. All will be adjusted by the blue control setting knob. The FiO2 is controlled by a built-in electronic blender, which allows for precise FiO2 delivery to your patient. You can set the FiO2 between 21 and 100%. Your flow is controlled by an integrated electronic flow meter, which allows for accurate flow rates between 1 and 40 liters per minute. The temperature can be adjusted between 33 and 39 degrees Celsius and allows the user to set a precise temperature for optimal therapy. Finally, integrated within the unit is a battery backup, specifically designed to alert the user of a loss of main power. Heating and pumping are disabled while operating off of the battery. To adjust these parameters, do the following. Push the center blue control knob and the FiO2 flashes. Turn the knob to your desired setting. Push the center blue knob until the temperature field flashes. Then turn the knob to your desired settings. Push the center blue knob until the flow field flashes. Then turn the knob to your desired settings. It is important to select a cannula that does not occlude over 50% of the inner diameter of the patient's nares. It is best practice to put the cannula on the patient to warm it to his or her body temperature. Once the proper cannula has been selected and the set temperature has been reached, you may place the cannula on the end of the delivery tube. Now the setup and patient placement is complete. We will now discuss the alarm and safety features of the Precision Flow High VNI. The first alarm we will demonstrate is the blocked tube alarm. By simply occluding the end of the delivery tube, you can see that it triggers the alarm. Flow will suspend momentarily until the occlusion is relieved. At this point, flow will resume. Another alarm is the gas supply fault alarm. This alarm monitors the gas supply to the unit. When we disconnect any one or both of the gas supplies from the wall or the Q50 compressor, the unit will alarm. Simply reconnecting the hoses will correct the problem, and the unit will resume operation. If the unit is started with only one gas source present, the unit will have to be placed in standby before the second source is connected in order for the unit's blender to recognize both sources. That's why it's important to remember gas before go during setup. If we disconnect the power cord from the wall, the unit goes into battery mode. At this point, the heater and pump will shut down. However, you will still be able to control the blender and flow meter, as flow will still be delivered to the patient. You will note that the indicator light is now flashing green, to indicate that flow is being delivered but may not be at the correct temperature. The unit will remain in battery mode for at least 15 minutes if fully charged. Battery mode is not meant for transport, but only for emergency backup.